Corvette Museum in Bowling Green, Kentucky, where Callaway is here to debut its 2014 Callaway Corvette. I'm joined today with Pete Callaway, General Manager of Callaway Cars West. To my left is Scott Rawling, Engineering Group Manager of Callaway Cars. Chris Chessnoe, New Dealer Development Program Manager, and Mike Vendetto, our Marketing Manager. And I'm Mike Zoner, Managing Director of the Callaway Companies. So without further ado, a little bit of technical feature and benefit, Pete Callaway.
Thanks, Mike. So the big news, of course, is the focus is on an entirely new supercharger design for the LT1 direct injected engine. You can see that it's actually much taller and it is open through the hood. We'll talk about why in a moment. Really a nice collection of the entire powertrain, from the air inlet to the supercharger and out the exhaust system, are all a balanced set of Callaway developed components. The supercharger design is all new for this model and features 3 intercoolers. This is a big step forward in supercharging, as it brings a whole new level of thermal efficiency to the system. Basically, air enters the supercharger housing and is blown up through a large central intercooler. It goes up into the top of the manifold and is bifurcated down in through two more intercoolers packaged along the sides, and then down into a tuned length runner into the cylinder heads. The benefit is very substantial here. For example, in previous iterations of intercooled supercharger systems, on a typical dyno run, you might see 35 or many more degrees gain inlet air temperature during dyno pull. In this case, we've actually measured less than 10 degrees Fahrenheit in the same exact conditions. So it's quite a benefit. And in anything that's supercharged, of course, heat is the enemy. So we've done an interesting packaging design and have been able to attain much better results with the new system here. Compounded by the fact that the supercharger is up through the hood, you have good convective airflow cooling over the whole assembly as well as good scavenging of the underhood hot temperature air anyway. So there's a lot of added benefits to this system. You can also see there's a carbon fiber set of manifold base covers which serve the function of sealing the supercharger and the engine assembly away from rainwater coming in through the open hood as well. The carb.
How much power does it make?
How much power does it make? That's the, at this point, while we're approaching our final SAE certification of the final horsepower number, we can tell you at this point that it makes more than 610 horsepower at the flywheel, SAE. The torque will be in the upper 500s. The interesting thing is that this version of the engine supercharged makes nearly as much torque as our previous supercharged 7-liter LS7 engine. So it's extremely nice performance. It can be coupled with any configuration car that you'd like. So whether you want a manual transmission, an automatic, a coupe, or a convertible, you can have the same level of performance on top of that base vehicle specification that you start with. Talk about the exhaust system is also a new design for the Stingray. We've taken a slightly different approach than previous systems. So instead of 2 separate mufflers, we've designed a single acoustic chamber muffler, which is due in part to less packaging space available in the back of the Stingray. So we've utilized maximum volume available, and the internal routing of the muffler is such that it's interesting frequency cancellation, and therefore results in virtually no drone inside the cabin at cruising conditions, with a very nice unique tone at wide open throttle. It all comes out of the back of the car through the signature Callaway Double D tips, in this case much larger to fit the back of the C7's rear fascia and design, but go back to the days of the twin turbo speedsters of the C4 base cars of the original Double D design.
Now the vehicles are actually available through select authorized Callaway retailers of which Chris Chessnoe is the man responsible for that program. Chris?
Right, we have approximately 24 dealers across the United States, Canada, and in Puerto Rico that sell our Callaway Corvettes, Callaway Sport Truck series, as well as the new SS sedan and the Camaro lineup, which includes the new Z28. So this vehicle is available through the authorized Callaway dealer for purchase, and they are taking orders right now. The price is $22,995, which is unchanged, in fact, from our previous year, 2013. So additional power, style, and exclusivity over the base Stingray in a package that is reliable, drivable, and certainly powerful. So we'd encourage you to reach out to your authorized Callaway dealer or by contacting Callaway Cars either in Connecticut or California to schedule your test drive. How does the warranty work? The warranty interlays with the GM powertrain warranty. So if you think of the powertrain warranty from GM being 5 years, 100,000 miles, the Callaway powertrain warranty supplements it for 3 years, 36,000 miles with an optional powertrain service contract that extends it to match the 5100. So either Chevrolet will cover the powertrain items or Callaway will cover those specific items that are affected by the Callaway installation.
Any kind of authenticity documentation?
Absolutely. Each vehicle that's purchased includes a leather folio that includes a certificate of authenticity, as well as the welcome letter from Reeves Callaway, and some additional information about the program and features of being a Callaway owner.
Well, that's great. Thank you, Chris.
Thanks.
Pete. It's been a great job here. Again, so we have something that's very powerful, reliable, emission compliant, with a warranty. It's 610 plus horsepower, $22,995, available through authorized Callaway Chevrolet dealers across the U.S. Very good. Questions? Any questions?
Are there going to be any options available?
You bet. Under development at this time. As you can see, this car has actually a prototype wheel package on it, Callaway 9-spoke wheel package. The rest of the suspension system, braking system is actually currently under development. But you can expect a full complement as you would with any Callaway product.
And the cars are ready to be built?
You bet. Actually, we're going through the final development and validation testing now and through the month of May. But we should expect deliveries 1st of June.
And one of the other things, speaking of deliveries, I think it's only appropriate that since we're at the National Corvette Museum that we talk about the Callaway Corvette being available under RPO R8C, National Corvette Museum delivery. So you can order your Callaway Corvette through your authorized Callaway dealer, have it drop shipped right to Callaway facilities for the conversion, and then brought to the museum for delivery. And we're the only specialty manufacturer that has that relationship, something we're very proud of.
Congratulations on a great looking car.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.
Run down to the next thing, then turn around and come back. Yeah. kit. You'll be able to analyze, where should I be turning faster and things like that. So for the person that does do a lot of driving events and wants to get faster, almost like a built-in coach. Yeah. That was awesome!